me rap a lot, I'm at Sabia, Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's still easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now we're good with court. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the fresh boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Belleville West High School as we get you set for a little boys high school basketball action here on the Kahok Sports Network. I am Todd Duke, and welcome into the Chiropractic Works pregame show, brought to you by Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew at Chiropractic Works. They are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be along here in just a little while as we welcome you into this big Southwestern Conference battle as the Belleville West Maroons host your Collinsville Kahawks. Kahawks come in with an overall record of 25-3. They are 7-2 in conference play. That currently ties them at the top of the conference with the O'Fallon Panthers. Belleville West, they come in at 14-10, and they come in as the defending Class 4A champions. But this is a different year. Alex Schobert is into his first year after Coach Munoz stepped down after the championship win over the last 2 years. And for Belleville West, they are 5-5 in conference play. And Collinsville looking to knock off the two-time defending champions for the second time this year. Kahawks, though, are struggling a bit, coming off of their first home loss of the year, and are now 3-3 in their last 6 games after a 22-0 start to the year. And, of course, they lost to Edwardsville on Tuesday night at home, 38-36. Had a chance to broach that subject with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee, and my conversation with the Kahawk head coach will come your way after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're on the road at the Belleville West tonight for a big Southwestern Conference battle between your Collinsville Kahawks and the Belleville West Maroons. Joining us now is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. Coach, let's talk away from the court for just a minute. Let's talk about you for just a minute. How's life for you when you go outside, man, when you go to the grocery store and the gas station and stuff like that? Do you get a lot of interactions from fans, lots of questions, and maybe even some unsolicited advice?
No, not usually. I mean, not really. It's not like when I was in small town Nashville. I still feel, pretty anonymous at the end. Not a lot, no.
All right, let's go back on the court then for a little bit. 3-3 in your last 6 games. I, unfortunately, see a lot of different things and hear a lot of different things out there, and there's lots of question marks from lots of folks, and they want to know what's wrong with your team. And I say I don't really think there's anything wrong with the team. I just think they're running into a little bit of a rut, and they have to try to figure things out. So what's your thoughts on that if somebody were to say that to you?
Well, I think that we played really well early. We played some pretty good teams. All of them have done a nice job in the games that we lost. Simeon's really good, and they're one of the better teams in the state right now. So we played decent in that game. Didn't play as well Tuesday, just haven't shot it as well. That just really haven't shot it as well as we did early in the season. So that's probably the biggest thing that's hampered us here lately.
And there's a lot of different things you can fix in the game of basketball. When somebody throws a different look at you, you can retaliate and things like that. But when you're just missing shots, what is it you can do about it?
A lot, we can turn them down. And that's an option. We can turn down the threes and get it closer to the basket, and that's something we've been working on. Make sure we get the ball around to our big guys, get it back to Ray for another touch or two. So that's an option that we can do, and that's something. Last time we played West, we only shot 1 3. You don't have to shoot them, and so we've shot. I think we've probably shot too many threes. We've shot in those 6 games. We've shot 96. I think we've made 17, and not very many. So that's a problem, and so we're going to have to maybe shoot a few less, and we definitely have to shoot a higher percentage than that. That's really affected us. There's no question.
The 3-point shot you're talking about and the shots from outside of the zone, is that necessitated by the fact that there's not a lot of room in the paint right now?
Well, there's not, but you still don't have to. You don't have to shoot it. I mean, we can I think we can get a little better looks and take our time. And there's not a lot of room in there, but there's some. And there's no doubt. But we are going to have to make some of those wide open shots. We're just going to have to knock them down. And we did make them early in the season, but we just haven't made them lately.
Do you chalk up the Edwardsville loss as just one of those unfortunate things, and you just didn't have it that night? Because, Kawan Smith held to no points. That never happens.
Well, they did a nice job. They got ahead of us and shortened the game a little bit. And it just, we just did not, even that, as low scoring as it was, we should have gave up a few less. So we lunged a little bit, went for too many, gave them too many layups. Even though it was a low-scoring game, but and we didn't make shots. Oh, the defense, they were in a combination. They were in a triangle and 2, and they were guarding Skeet and Ray. We just didn't. We need some other guys to help us a little bit and knock a few shots down, but we just didn't get it done. And they did a nice job, and they're playing well. They've won 10 or 11 in a row. So.
All right, so you have the playoff schedule that just came out today. You're the number 1 seed, no surprise there. You get to face Granite City in the first round. This is a team that gave you a little bit of run for your money a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a scary and we knew I thought we'd get them. So, but hopefully we do a better job against them this time and play a little better than we did the last game against them. Yeah, that was probably one of our poor games in this stretch of games. I mean, I know you talk about the loss, but that game we did not play well, and so we need to play better against them in that first round of game. There's no question.
All right, you have Belleville West here tonight. Your first of 3 games left on the schedule. What do you want to see out of your guys here tonight?
Well, I'd like to see us get around the bucket too. Our big guys like to see us on the offensive glass. We shot 4 air balls in the first half. We can't get rebounds with the ball on the rim, and I would like to get it to those guys. Get some screens for Ray. I mean, I don't know what kind of defense would be a combination, but we need to get him definitely in the flow, and we've got to keep number 3 Williams out of the paint, and 11 we've got to get those guys slowed down. So, but I think we can. Our big guys got to go to work, and they got to finish around the bucket and dominate the offensive glass. I think that could help us.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Todd.
Coach Darren Lee of your Collinsville Kahoks. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting rosters to you. More names, more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Once again, we welcome you back into Belleville West High School. I'm Todd Duke, Zach Roseman along with you as we get set for this contest. It's getting ready to go between Collinsville and the Belleville West Maroons. Before we do that, we can give you an update from, yeah, I know. I knew I would start getting messages from people. Hey, I'm trying to watch the girls' game. Unfortunately, for those of you that have already tried to get on the Facebook page and watch the girls' playoff game, well, the person who was supposed to be in charge of that tablet didn't show up. So, therefore, we will not be able to bring you the girls' game tonight, but I can tell you that at halftime right now, Collinsville Kahawks lead the Edwardsville Lady Tigers by a score of 23-18. So go Lady Kahawks, and we'll keep you updated on that one as we go along here. Here we are getting ready for this varsity game. The JV game that preceded it was won by Collinsville by a final score of 44-30. So already one win in the realm of basketball today in the books. Ladies are trying to take care of another one on the home court and trying to knock off the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. They have won 17 straight regional championships. So good luck to the ladies in the second half of that contest. We're getting you ready for this one here. Collinsville comes in at 25-3. They are 7-2 in Southwestern Conference play, while the Maroons come in at 14-10 overall. They are 5-5 in Southwestern Conference play. The Maroons are under their first-year head coach, Alex Schobert, and they bring with them a offense that averages about 50.8 points per game. Collinsville comes in averaging about 12 points per game, better than that at 62.2. On the defensive side of things, Collinsville allowing an average of 44.6 points per game, while Belleville West comes in giving up 48.4 points per game. Maroons are coming off of a overtime buzzer beater win over Belleville East on Tuesday, and they come into tonight's game riding a 4-game win streak. That is their longest winning streak of the season. They had a 3-game streak at the end of December, and then the first game of 2020. They've lost 3 in a row just one time this year, and they've lost 2 in a row just one time this year. So Belleville West, kind of like Edwardsville, coming into our place the other night on a little bit of a roll as they move along here. And I'm still not sure what's the long delays here in this game, man. It didn't start the 15-minute clock for a good 2 minutes after both teams were already on the floor taking their warm-ups, and here we are. The 3-minute clock was stuck for a while, and now it just now started. So we are just a little bit delayed in getting this one going. So got you set up on the team stuff. Kahawks, of course, coming off of their first home loss of the year and they are now 3-3 in their last 6. Everybody, of course, still paying attention to Rayshawn Taylor. The senior point guard comes in 4 points away from tying and 5 points away from breaking the school record for most points in a career for Kahok boys basketball. That record is 2,041, and that is a record held by Tom Parker since he graduated in 1968. Went to school here in Collinsville, from 65 to 68. And right now, Rayshawn has 2,037 points in his Kahok career. All right, our final time out here coming in the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, Zach Roseman will join us, and we'll pass along those starting rosters to you, and we'll do that hopefully soon here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you from Belleville West High School. All the pomp and circumstance apparently not over. Well, now it is. And we're going to finally get this game underway here. This is, the JV game ended at a decent time, so I don't know why things took so long to get going here, but it's almost 7:45, and we're just now getting this thing going.
Yeah, it just seems sort of, it seems a little bit of, I don't want to say excessive, just more than usual.
And it's not senior night.
No, it's not.
Opening tip-off won by Belleville West, and Javion Wallace comes in and scores right off the bat, and that's how this game gets started.
Yeah, nice quick start for the Maroons.
You ain't kidding there. I even have my scoreboard up and ready to go. Here's Nate Hall for an answer, and it falls in. And we are tied at 2. Quick pace to this one right off the bat. We'll see if that holds. Here is Cully Price. Price sends the ball over on to Tommy Williams. Tommy Williams had the only double-digit scoring when these two teams met back in January. And now Williams with the ball over onto the wing now for Price. Price will dribble it at the top of the key at the free throw line, gives it up, and a three-point shot on the way. Misses the mark for Ty Lampley. Another thing that they do here is they don't put the starters up on the scoreboard until they announce the starters, so that's another reason we were waiting. There is a two-point shot from Quan Smith, who was held scoreless in that loss Tuesday night against Edwardsville, so nice to see him getting off the mark real early.
Yeah, as you mentioned, as it's sort of not really a good game for anybody. I think the Kahoks shot somewhere in the vicinity of 15 of 60 or something like that from the field.
There's a little giveaway under the basket from Smith to Jones, and Jones banks it in for 2 points. Collinsville up by a score of 6-2. Well, outside on the perimeter, it is Price. Price with it back over onto the wing here for Wells. Wells with a three-point shot. He drains that one.
He's got a pretty good shot. He's been one of the bigger contributors for this Maroons team. I don't think he played when we played the Maroons in Collinsville earlier.
I don't think so either. There's a bank shot off the glass for Jones. And Jones now with 4 points, and out to the top of the key for Williams. Back out front now for Wells, and another three-point shot. Boy, I tell you what, you're going to have to find a way to start these three-point shooters from hitting all these shots. That's what happened to us against Edwardsville on Tuesday. You got to start closing up some of these gaps here and making them go inside a little more and kind of have to deal with Kedrian Jones in there. Speaking of Jones, he gets the ball, waits a minute, off the glass, good for 2 more, and Kedrian now with 6 points.
Yeah, really good start to the game for KJ, and it appears that to an extent something that Coach Lee mentions that they're going to try and not take them if they're open, but sort of not take as many unnecessary jump shots. Ball out of bounds will stay with the Maroons, but when he said they were going to try and work it inside more, and so far they're doing that, and so far I'd say it's working.
Inbound pass comes in. Now Williams has it over onto the left wing. Williams dribbles and pulls up. I don't know if he got away with a travel there. Now over to Wells, another three-point shot. That misses the mark. And this time, KJ pulls down the rebound. And here comes Rayshawn Taylor. He cuts in, and a little dribble drive won't fall for him. And the rebound this time belongs to the Maroons. Here is Tommy Williams. Williams brings it up, and then out onto the wing. He fires it to Wells into the corner. Three-point shot, Williams. That's 3 3-point shots made so far here by Belleville West. And the Maroons have themselves a 1-point lead, 11-10. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, so far being held scoreless here in the first 3.5 minutes of this game. Now Geladini with it over his head, gives it up to Nate Hall. Hall back out to the top of the key, now over to Rayshawn, into the corner, Kawan Smith for 3, and he can't get that one to fall. Rebound belongs to Nate Hall. Hall gives it up to Laurent Geladini. Now Hall gets it back again at the top of the key, gives to Geladini, who then gives to Rayshawn. Over on the wing, Geladini bluffed the 3. Back out into the slot to Taylor. Over onto the left wing now for Smith, and into the left corner for Nate Hall. Here is Rayshon squaring up for three, and he misses it. Rebound belongs to Belleville West. Maroons bring the ball up, leading by 1. Halfway through quarter number 1. Here is Price. He'll hand the ball off to Williams. Williams will back his way up to the midcourt stripe and then fire a pass over to the far side for Wallace. Wallace back with his feet in the Belleville West logo. Now gets it to Wells. Wells back over this way for Price. Price stands in front of the scorer's table and just dribbles for a bit. 3.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville trailing by 1.
See the Maroons trying to maybe take a page out of Edwardsville's books, kind of put in the freezer a little bit. You're up 1, no shot clock here in the state of Illinois. Can't blame them.
In the corner it goes. Lampley for 3, and he hits it.
Red hot start for the Maroons. I think they're 5 of 6 or something like that from 3. Just hitting everything, it seems like, at this point.
Here is Kawan Smith over to Nate Hall in front of the Belleville West student body cheering section. He bluffs the 3 and almost left the ground. Here is Hall, Smith, a bounce to Rayshon Taylor. He's cut off by a double team trying to get in the paint. And then a turnaround shot by Hall. Falls a little bit short, and the rebound belongs to Belleville West. They move the ball up to Wallace. Wallace over at the top of the key now for Williams. Williams with his feet back in the logo once again. And now he gets it over this way for Giovanni Wallace. Wallace just stands there and dribbles. Does this remind you of somebody?
Mike Waldo.
Reminds me of what we just saw with Edwardsville on Tuesday night. Stand outside of the perimeter, pass the ball around for a while, stand up there and maybe waste some time.
Well, Edwardsville made it work. I mean, you can't blame Coach Schobert and the Maroons for trying it.
Nope.
Can't do that, though.
No. Back the other way we go, and Rayshon Taylor gets his first 2 points of this game. Now just 2 away from tying the all-time mark, and more importantly, Collinsville gets back to within 2. 14-12. With the ball is Price. Price will just stand there with it until he's challenged. And that appears what Belleville West wants to do tonight. They want to get a lead and then waste time. Right now they have a 2-point lead, and Price is finally challenged by Nate Hall. And then Price has to dribble around with it for a while, and he pulls up his dribble and gives the ball up now for Wells. Wells has the ball knocked out of his hands by Kawan Smith. And then Smith is fouled on his way up the court. This is going to be the first foul of this game, and it's going to belong to Ty Lampley. Lampley picks up his first as David Granger steps into the game for the first time to take the place of Laurent Gelladini. Nope, we're going to make him take the place of Nate Hall. Gelladini's going to stay in.
And we will see it. The Maroons make their first substitution in the game as well as Tommy Grafe will enter for Wallace.
Grafe, a 6'3" junior, will counter the 6'6" junior that Coach Lee just entered into the game in the form of David Granger. Under a minute to go here in a very fast-moving first quarter. Here is Rayshon. He'll dribble and just outside the lane, reverses direction, one-arm pass over to Smith on the left wing. Back to Rayshon. Rayshon dribbles, hands it off to Smith again. Smith dribbles and then punches it out toward midcourt for Gelladini. Gelladini gets it back at the top of the key from Smith. Now Ray Kawan will take a three-point shot. That wedges itself in between the iron and the glass and then pops back out. And Collinsville with the rebound. And they'll reset their offense here with 25 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Looks like the Kahoks are going to hold for one shot, sort of in response to Belleville West, sort of. I don't know if time wasting is the right word, but that's the best words that's coming to me at this point. You know,
here
we're going to hold the ball.
Smith.
We're going to hold the ball too.
Smith to Gelladini just in front of the free throw line off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Williams. He throws the ball up for grabs. It's grabbed by Collinsville. Granger at the mid-court stripe throws it over the backboard, and that's the way this one comes to an end with Belleville West holding a 14-12 advantage over the Collinsville Kahawks at the end of one quarter of play. We're going to take a break here on the Kahoks Sports Network. Quarter number 2 comes your way next. Back here at Belleville West High School, Todd Duke and Zach Roseman along with you. Glad that you're with us here on a Friday night. 1 week to go in the boys' in the boys' regular season. Tuesday game and a Friday game next week, and then it's playoff time. Here is Geladini. He gets fouled on the way up, so Laurent will head to the free throw line and become the first free throw shooter of this game.
Foul on Kelly Price for the Maroons. We will see.
And Laurent at the free throw line on the year is a 63.9% shooter, coming in having hit 23 of 36. First one is no good.
We will see Javion Wallace re-enter for the Maroons for the man that replaced him, Tommy Grafe.
Looks like one more shot coming up for Geladini. Laurent bends at the knees, ready to go. Hits that one. And the Kahawks are now 2 within 1.
See a little bit of backcourt pressure being put on by the Kahawks, maybe trying to speed up the Maroons offense.
Tommy Williams gets it across the line and then gives it up to Wallace. Wallace onto the wing now for Lampley. Lampley gives it back to Williams. Williams with the the mid-court stripe right in his path. He hands it over to Price. Price with a bounce pass and then onto the wing for Wallace. Everything staying out toward mid-court. Here's Price once again. Dribble drive, gets around Granger for a moment, then gives it up to Lampley. Lampley drives, takes the shot, off the glass, it goes, and a +1.
2 points.
Foul will be on Taylor. That was one of those calls that you could really say could have gone either way.
At the free throw line, it is Ty Lampley. He's got the and one. And it's back to a 4-point lead here for Belleville West. 17-13, we're just underway, a minute in to quarter number 2. Here is Rayshawn Taylor over onto the wing now for Geladini. Back to Taylor. Taylor takes it, gives it to Granger, rolls around the rim. Rebound won't fall up. Next rebound falls in the hands of Kwan Smith. Over to Laurent. Geladini, a couple of dribbles, gives it back, and now he'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's an air ball. And KJ there with the loose ball and puts it back in. KJ now with 8 on the night.
KJ's really been the only one for Collinsville that you can reliably count on for any offensive production, it seems, at this point. Maroon's doing a good job on Ray and Skeet limiting their possessions, and I don't think we called Ray's name during really that possession at all.
There we go, another turnover, and here comes Rayshawn, and a little fingertip roll, and that one falls in. And Rayshawn has now tied the all-time Kahawk leading scorer, Tom Parker, and his 2,041 points. The next one sets a new record and will continue to grow after that, as we have a timeout called by Coach Alex Schobert and the Belleville Maroons. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Second quarter action. After the Rayshawn Taylor bucket, we are tied at 17. Rayshawn has 4 points on the night thus far. Just getting started. Here is Tommy Williams for the Maroons. Across the line it goes to Wallace. Javion Wallace dribbles back toward midcourt, then hands it off to Lampley. Lampley will stand over there on that far side sideline until he gets a little bit of pressure from Kedrian Jones. Now Lampley dribbles, then gives it up to Tommy Williams. Williams, he'll drive in from the left wing, and he'll run right over Granger. And they're going to call it a
charge.
Are they? Yeah, they are. Good. That's what it should be. Nope. I couldn't see if he put up a three on one hand. I thought it might have been two.
Well, I
Two.
wasn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that foul's on the rent.
Neither am I. He was standing underneath that basket just waiting for somebody to come in. And there is Williams with a rebound. And Tommy Williams is on the board for the first time tonight. Back to a 2-point lead for the Maroons. Collinsville with the ball. Into the corner it goes to Granger. Granger back over to Smith. Smith into the corner once again for Granger. Now Kawan with it. Smith dribbles a little bit and then gives it up for Geladini. Over to Granger. Granger, he'll launch a three-point shot. He'll drain it.
3 points, David Granger.
First three-pointer hit tonight for Collinsville. And the Kahawks have a 1-point lead.
Nice block there by Kedrian Jones. Although I will say I was a little surprised that there wasn't a foul called. Get the purple-clad faithful up and a little more active.
That'll do it. Either that or a slam dunk will do it, but a block shot sometimes gets them out of their seat even faster because it's not as often as a slam dunk. Here's Lampley back at the wing, and then he gives it up now for Price. Price will back all the way up to midcourt once again as we have 4:35 remaining in this first half. Kahawks are up by 1 point. Here is Tommy Williams in front of the scorer's table. All the way over to the far side now for Wallace. Wallace dribbles with the left hand just a couple of times, gives it back up to Price. Price with a dribble drive, he stops at the top of the key and then pulls up his dribble and gives it back to Williams. Tommy Williams, he traveled and got away with it. At the free throw line, shuffled those feet, and then he backs up to the midcourt stripe once again.
Coach Schobert will tell him to do the exact same thing that they've been doing. Spread it out and wait for a lapse from the Collinsville defense. And to an extent, that's been working so far.
Here is Price with his left-hand dribble, and now back over onto the far sideline for Giovanni Wallace. Back over this way for Williams. Williams being approached by Geladini, and then Williams makes his move, kicks it up into the corner, and gets it right back. Here is Williams again. Williams had 21 points in that loss at Collinsville High School back in January. He was the only one in double digits. Matter of fact, I don't think anybody else had more than 4 after Williams with his 21. Here is another travel that got away with, and now Price loses control of the ball, and now a foul will be coming up and handed out to Ty Lampley. That'll be his second.
Number 22, Ty Lampley, his second. Team third.
That's the team's third, and with 3:17 left, Collinsville still up by a point. We'll get the ball back after the turnover. Geladini with it on the wing into Granger. Granger into the right corner, now back out front to Rayshawn Taylor. His pass tried to hit Geladini, but it's picked off, and then Rayshawn Taylor does himself a favor and pokes that ball right out of there and gets it right back. Taylor over on the left wing, now at the top of the key to Kawan Smith. Smith back out to Rayshawn. Rayshawn at the free throw line, gives it up to Geladini for 3. That rolls across the rim. There is Granger trying to go for the rebound, but it bounces around for a minute and the Maroons come up with it. They bring the ball up now to Wells. Wells right through the paint, into the corner, and around the horn it goes. Three-point shot for Price. That misses the mark, and the rebound falls right into Granger's hands. Collinsville brings it up with 2:25 left to play here in this first half. Here is Skeet. Kawan Smith over to Taylor. Taylor at the slot for Gelladini. Now over onto the left wing for Smith. Back out to Gelladini. Rayshon for three. Yes! That's the one that breaks the record. The three-point shot.
And he will get a nice standing ovation from the Collinsville crowd in attendance.
He does just that.
51 years the record has stood, and now it has been broken.
It has been broken. 23-19 in favor of Collinsville on a big three-pointer. And that three-pointer answered by Wells. Back to a one-point game. Here is Smith. Smith over onto the wing, now inside to KJ. KJ off the glass, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and in, +1.
Fouls on number 10 for the Maroons, Khalid Price. His second, team fourth.
And Price will pick up his second foul, and we will see number 15 enter the game.
Now that the record has been broken, I think Rayshon might be able to relax a little bit. Now it's just basketball. No records on the line, just play some games and win in advance. Here is KJ at the free throw line. That one didn't fall down. Rebound belongs to the Maroons with 1:20 left to play. Here's a three-point shot from the top of the key. That's nothing but net for Greg Wells. And for Wells, that is 3 3-point shots. 25-25 our score. There's Kawan Smith. Over to Taylor for another three. Yes! Rayshon feeling it now. And Collinsville. Let's get back to some good style of basketball playing and forget about everything else. Here is Tommy Williams. He throws it outside. That's turned over. 47.2 left on the clock. And the Kahawks get the ball back. If you want a highlight, I see Channel 5 is here tonight.
You may see something from Earl Austin in time. Is
he here tonight too?
I don't know, but Channel 5 is here. We may hear something from him about it as Nate Hall will come in and replace Granger.
So Hall checks back in. Granger goes back to the bench. Granger had a good run while he was out there. Get a key three-point shot, couple of good rebounds. Here's Kawan Smith at the midcourt stripe. He'll stand there and waste some time and see if we can get Collinsville the last shot. Kahawks are up by 3 right now, 28-25. 30 seconds left to play here in this second quarter. Smith. Dribbles. There's just something I don't understand about this game. How he can stand there and dribble like that, and it's not a 5-second violation, but if he's moving around the floor dribbling, it's a 5-second violation. I don't understand it, but I don't have to sometimes. Here is Rayshon Taylor on the wing. Down to 4 seconds left. Across the way, Nate Hall at the buzzer. No!
Had a good look at it.
He did. Wide open. Second quarter comes to a close. We are at halftime. Collinsville up by a score of 28-25.
All-time scoring record dating back to 1968 by Tom Parker. He now has over 2,041 points. Congratulations, Rayshon.
That was nice of the away team to recognize Rayshon Taylor and what he did at Collinsville High School. Good job. All right, time for our halftime show brought to you by Cafe Agape. You can't call Cafe Agape right now because Ron McGee and Dana McGee are here. So you'll have to wait a little bit, but if you want some delicious food, whether that's catering or you can drive on up to the location on St. Louis Road, how about a burger as big as the size of your head? How about some pork steaks? How about some smoked meatloaf and all the sides to go with it? Sound good? Well, give Cafe Agape a call, whether you're going to stop by for a lunch or whether you need to cater a group of, let's say however many you have. 25 or more, maybe 50 or more. Give Cafe Agape a call. They'll take care of you. 345-CAFE is the number to Cafe Agape. That's 345-2233. We are back with a look at the halftime show. We'll get some scores for you from around the Southwestern Conference, and we'll recap the first half of this game. That's coming your way next on the Cafe Agape halftime show on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock team. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Do we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network, where we have a lead by Collinsville at 28-25. He was number 6. And Rayshawn Taylor has broken the record for the most points scored in a career at Collinsville High School. He breaks the record set by Tom Parker in 1968 of 2,041, and Rayshawn broke it with a nice three-point shot to give Collinsville a lead there for a moment as well. All right, before we get into the nuts and bolts of this one, let's take a look at the scoreboard, because right now a barn burner going on at Collinsville High School. After 3 quarters of play, the Lady Kahawks and the Lady Tigers in the regional championship game are tied at 33 apiece. Going on in O'Fallon tonight, the boys team is on the floor. We talked about it earlier in the pregame show about how we needed O'Fallon to lose a game. Well, East St. Louis is obliging right now at halftime. The Flyers have a lead over the O'Fallon Panthers of 37-16. So right now, everybody's East St. Louis Flyers fan. Here's a look at what's going on in this game. It was 14-12. Belleville West had the 2-point lead after 1 quarter of play. Collinsville then outscored West 16-11 in that second quarter to erase the 2-point deficit and give the Kahawks a 3-point lead at 28-25. Leading scorer in this one right now is a shared responsibility between Kadrian Jones and Rayshawn Taylor. Both of them have 10 points. 3 points for David Granger, 2 each for Kawan Smith and Nate Hall, and 1 point for Laurent Geladini. 6 points each over on the other side for Greg Wells and Ty Lampley. Wells he has 9 points. All 3 of those are 3-point shots. All 9 of them. That's what I'm trying to say anyway. Javon Wallace after that has 5. Khalid Price has 3, and Tommy Williams has 2. Collinsville right now out rebounding Belleville West, but by 1, 7-6. Collinsville only turned the ball over once in that first half, while the Maroons turned the ball over 7 times. And from the lines, Collinsville has hit 3 of 6 3-pointers, while the Maroons have hit 6 of 8. And from the free throw lines, not much going on there. 1 of 3 for Collinsville, 1 for 1 for Belleville West. So you're all up to date on everything. Final timeout coming up, and the second half will come your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you from Belleville West High School. Glad you've taken time out of your Friday evening and spending it here with us. We certainly do appreciate it. After one half of play, Collinsville leads 28-25. And not good news coming now from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Chris Kettler tells me that the shots have kind of stopped falling for the girls, and now the Edwardsville Tigers have a lead 44-36 with 4 minutes left to go in that fourth quarter. So we'll keep an eye on that for you and hope we can turn that around and bring back a winner on the girls' side of things as well. Well, Zach Roseman, Rayshawn Taylor breaks the record, and to me, as soon as he did, you can tell that he just looked looser.
Yeah, I mean, after everything that had happened, after sort of all the pressure, I mean, I think everybody here with a connection to Collinsville basketball it was a matter of inevitability. He was going to break it eventually. It was just a question of when, and I think to an extent the pressure that kind of got to him a little bit. I mean, of course, Ray wouldn't tell you that.
You would not be normal if it didn't. I am sure Mark McGuire felt the pressure. We know Roger Maris did. They made a movie about how much pressure he felt going after Babe Ruth's record. This is not along the Ruthian gargantuan type of record you're talking about here, but still, man, when you're a high school kid, that's a lot of pressure that you put on yourself, and it seems that everybody else put on him too. So I'm glad that he got it out of the way, and now that it is out of the way, let's get back to playing some Kahawk basketball. Maroons start off with the ball first. Here is Lampley with it. at the end of his bench and where the bench meets the scorer's table, and looks like Tommy Williams and company want to play a little slow ball once again. 45 seconds gone here in this third quarter, and not even a shot at the basket or any penetration inside the perimeter. Out to midcourt, Wallace with it. Over onto this side now for Williams. Williams backs himself up towards the scorer's table.
I think so.
And then around the perimeter of the midcourt stripe.
I think some of the Collinsville fans are starting to ask themselves, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
This is impressive.
I still totally agree there needs to be a shot clock in this Illinois State High School. Make it 40 seconds, whatever you want to make it. Make it a minute. I don't care. But you know what? Within a minute, you better start shooting the bucket.
Yeah. 45 seconds, a minute. I wouldn't do any less than that.
No.
Because there are some schools, example 1A being the Lincoln Rail Splitters, that will just, they will run offense for 45 seconds.
They will. Well, here we are.
This is not that.
We're almost 2 minutes in. 6:20 left to go, and there's nothing on the floor. Nothing going on. You want to stand there and waste the whole 8 minutes, and you want to do it again the next quarter? Go right ahead. We'll win by 3. 28-25. Game over. Well, we know that's not going to happen, but this is borderline ridiculous here. This isn't basketball.
This is...
Now Tommy Williams finally moves, but that was just a bluff.
Just trying to keep the Collinsville defense honest, I guess, but well, you don't want to leave anything wide open, you know.
Where's the boring chant from our guys down there? Our student body cheering section needs to voice it up here.
Well, there's not... Well, I will say that much as with the Kahok hockey team, the Collinsville student section numbers have been...
They're in Orlando too, aren't they?
A lot.
And plus, there's a handful of them at the girls' game.
Yeah, that's true.
Here is a dribble drive by Williams. Finally kicks it outside. 3-point shot on the way from Lampley. That misses the mark, and all that patience. And you don't even get to score a point. Rayshon's going to take it all the way down and say, this is how you do it. This is how you play basketball.
Indeed. And now we'll see what West want to do. If Coach Schobert will be like, all right, we'll hold the ball for another 2 minutes, or if they're actually going to run some offense.
Well, at some point, you really don't have much of a choice, do you? You're 5 down now. So you can't just stand around with the ball and waste more time, because that was a waste of almost 2.5 minutes that resulted in no points for your team. Here is a spin move by Wells and another 3-point try. That one is off the mark, and that one's going to go out of bounds. And Collinsville will get the ball back again.
Well, it looks like Roots tried to run some offense, but not really all that good of a shot, I would say. And so now Collinsville will get the ball back again and to extend this lead.
Kawan Smith over to Geladini. Geladini at the top of the key for Smith. Smith back out to Rayshon Taylor. Rayshon up underneath the bucket for Hall. And an off angle, he can't get the shot to fall. And the loose ball belongs to Belleville West. They bring it up, and outside it goes. Once again, here's Price, and a hop, skip, and a jump in front of the free throw line. Tommy Williams hits for 2 more. And that is the first bucket here in this second half for Belleville West, and it was almost halfway through this third quarter. We have 4:10 left. Taylor out onto the wing for Smith, now back into the corner for Rayshon, and then over on the other wing for Geladini. Geladini dribbles his way back and will hand the ball off to Rayshon. Rayshon from the Belleville West logo to Smith. Back over to Taylor, back into Smith in the corner. Smith dribbles, cuts through the lane, bounce pass out to Geladini, and now back out to Rayshon Taylor. He'll dribble drive in the perimeter, and then kick it back out to Geladini at midcourt. If you want to waste some time, that's the way to do it. It's a lot better than standing out there dribbling the ball at midcourt.
Yeah, I mean, at least
you got some action to pay attention to.
Yeah, move the ball around, look for...
Oh, there's a steal. Nice job by Tommy Williams. He read that pass from Rayshon to Kedrian Jones all the way. And after only having 1 turnover in the first half, Collinsville has committed back-to-back turnovers here.
Yeah, you can see, maybe the strategy is working a little bit for the Maroons. If you can get a open opportunity here, they have a chance to tie the game.
Around the horn it goes. It stops on the far side to Wells. Wells, one-hand slingshot pass over to Wallace. Now back over this way for Price. Price on the right wing, top of the key. Lampley for 3. That misses the mark, and there is Rayshon Taylor with a rebound, but we're going to have a foul called.
We're
going to call it on Geladini, away from the play.
And we will see David Granger re-enter for Hall. I didn't really see the play.
Neither did I.
So
I was paying attention to Rayshon coming down with the loose ball off of that 3-point miss.
judging from the maybe get Loren on a jersey tug, judging from the
the motion by the referee.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. All right, here is Tommy Williams once again. 2:50 left to play here in this third quarter. Going to be another low-scoring affair, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back out to Price. Price all the way over onto the far side, and a three-point try. That one won't fall as well, and the rebound again belongs to the Maroons. Get that out of here, says Geladini. Geladini got his hand on a ball and throw it back to where it came from. And now KJ is going to get called for a foul.
Yeah, that was
an arm bar there.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Although, and knock on wood here, but normally you'd expect KJ to have more fouls than just one at this point in the game. Seems like he averages about
only 4 fouls in the whole game right now for Collinsville, and only 3 fouls in the whole entire game for Belleville West. At the free throw line, making his first shot was Ty Lampley. Lampley is the only one that's been throwing any free throws here for Belleville West. He only had one in the first, and he made that one. Now he misses here, and unfortunately, Collinsville can't pick up a rebound all of a sudden. Into the corner it goes, and Williams for 3, and another rebound.
Well, I mean, if West want to stay in the game, that's what they got to do.
Into the corner again, 3 on the way. That one's in. Too many chances, too many rebounds. And it's back to a lead for Belleville West. The Maroons are up by 1, 31-30. Coach Lee wants to call a timeout and talk about things. We will step aside as well. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the Kahok Sports Network. Listening a little bit to Alex Schobert talk to his team down below us, and you can hear him yelling at him. He had to yell because it's loud in here, and he was telling them to be patient, keep doing what you're doing.
Well, frankly, you can't blame him. I mean,
no.
See, Logan Carlisle is entered in the game for the Kahawks.
Logan, the other senior on this basketball team, comes in for Collinsville. 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. Here is Carlisle with the ball. Out front to Rayshawn, wide open for 3, and he can't get it to go in. Tipped by Granger, won't fall in either. And the rebound belongs to Belleville West, who now are all of a sudden out rebounding Collinsville 11-8.
Well, after that one possession where it seemed like the Maroons had about 6 offensive rebounds in a row, that's not too surprising.
There you go. Be patient, he said.
Well, you have the lead.
Yeah. 90 seconds left here in quarter number 3. And a dribble drive, dumped it off underneath, and a foul coming up to Granger. Granger picks up his first, team's third here in the second half. Non-shooting foul, so West will have to re-enter with 1:26 left to go. Now Geladini's going to come into the game. He'll take the place of Carlisle. Logan didn't stay in there very long.
No, maybe touched the ball once.
Yep. Here is Price on the inbound pass. Gets it into Williams. Williams being watched by Geladini. Trying to back his way into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Gives it up outside now for Wells. And Wells gives it right back to Williams. 1:15 left to play here in this third quarter. Over onto the far side it goes to Lampley. Lampley, the 6'3 junior, one dribble, and fires it over to Wallace, who gives it up to Williams. Williams in front of the scorer's table. Being watched by Geladini, moves forward and then back. Under a minute to go here in this third. Belleville West is up by 1, 31-30. Collinsville brings with them a 25-3 record. Those 3 losses, though, have come in their last 6 games. So Collinsville is trying to break out of their little mini funk here, and right now they only trail by a point. West doing a nice job of keep away again. They're taking a page out of Edwardsville's book. And a throw over to Price. Will end up back at midcourt. And Lampley.
I will say that I believe Collinsville has the possession arrow. There isn't really anywhere where you can see it from here.
No, there's not. And a drive and a block by Granger, but they're going to call him on the foul.
Could also possibly.
They're going to call that one, yep, on Granger. And KJ was under there saying that his arm was grabbed as he was trying to go up for a rebound.
I mean, you know, maybe I was thinking maybe you could call something for the body on KJ, but that looked like a clean block from up here.
No good on the first try by Lampley this time.
Although, if this does provide one thing, provided that unless he misses and West get an offensive rebound, Collinsville will get the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead. Yeah.
Now we're going to have a whistle.
Lane violation.
Lane violation.
I think Williams left early. Looked pretty obvious to me.
And no good on the point. And the rebound, or lack thereof, because there was no really shot taken because of the lane violation. Collinsville gets the ball back on the 8th turnover by Belleville West. Here is Gelladini. Over to Rayshawn Taylor. Down to 8 seconds left. Rayshawn, top of the key. Dumps it off to Smith. Smith from the wing. Shot for three. Yes!
3 points for Juan Smith.
Shades of the DeSmet game.
And the O'Fallon game. And a couple of other games in between. With that 3-point shot just a couple of seconds before the buzzer, Collinsville takes a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. And we are going to come back and have that fourth quarter for you in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshighbid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
A robust, high-scoring affair was that third quarter. Belleville West outscoring Collinsville 6-5. How about that for some scintillating basketball action?
I do have to say, though, the second half of the quarter was somewhat inciting.
Yeah, after a while, we kind of picked up the intensity just a little bit. All right, bad news from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Collinsville falls in the regional championship game to the Edwardsville Lady Tigers as KJ banks one off the glass for 2. Final score from Collinsville was 50-40.
So
18 years in a row.
So Edwardsville will take on O'Fallon in the sectional semifinal, which will be
Williams falls a little short with that shot. It rolls across the rim, and now Williams is going to get called for a foul as he was all over the back of KJ on that rebound. Tommy Williams will pick up his first foul. Collinsville up by 4, 35-31. We're just underway here in this fourth quarter.
First foul at half for the Maroons.
It is. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor, the new all-time leading scorer in Collinsville Kahok basketball history. Started off the night just 4 shy. Has 12 points on the night. And here is a nice drive by Kawan Smith. And Smith hits the big 3-pointer earlier and then gets a nice fingertip roll. And that prompts Coach Schobert to use one of his timeouts as well. So we will step aside one more time. And we're back in a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune. Back to action here in the fourth quarter from Belleville West High School. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman along with you. Here is Tommy Williams, and he dumps it off, and a three-point try there by Wallace misses the mark, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Belleville West. So Collinsville will get the ball back here with 6:32 left to play here in quarter number 4. Here comes Kawan Smith. Smith, the pass over to Geladini. Geladini dribbles and drives and back out to midcourt. Hands the ball off to Smith. Smith into the paint, back out of the paint. Rayshon's just standing there still as a statue in front of the scorer's table, not moving, and Khalid Price is saying, I'm not going to move either. Here is Smith. We'll let the other guys try to beat you, and now a ball on the ground and a timeout called by Coach Schobert. I think his guy had possession of the ball. At least that's what they're going to say.
And even Coach Schobert kind of threw his hands up like, okay, and Collinsville fans aren't very happy about it.
No, they're not. They think that it should have been a jump ball called, and it wasn't a jump ball called. Instead, it was a timeout called, and so there is another timeout on the floor. That means we'll step aside here for just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 3rd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. Back here at Belleville West High School, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman with you. All right, now East St. Louis has a 54-30 advantage over O'Fallon, and that game is late in the fourth quarter as well. So if that holds true and Collinsville can win this one here, the Kahawks will regain sole possession of first place in the Southwestern Conference. All right, here comes the Maroons. Here we have a 37-31 affair. Collinsville has the 6-point lead. Maroons in control of the ball right now, and that shot falls woefully short and right down into the hands of Rayshawn Taylor. So while Belleville West was on fire with their 3-point shots in the first half, they have only hit 1 here in the second half, and they've taken 8 more shots. They took 8 in the first half, and so far 8 here in the second half. But only 1 to show for it. Here is Taylor over to Smith. Kawan stands in front of the scorer's table, dribbles his way forward, spin move to the top of the key, and then backs his way up. And a pass over onto the far sideline for Geladini. Geladini drives at the free throw line, reverses direction, and then puts a little bit of a screen into the way of Smith. Oh, that one's poked out of bounds by Belleville West, and Smith was trying to pass that ball in as Granger was just gunning for the baseline.
Looks like Collinsville are sort of, with the 6-point lead, they're going to try and take their time a little bit, sort of limit the Maroons' possessions, as the Maroons have been trying to do all night, which has worked to varying degrees of success.
Just under 5 minutes to go. Taylor with the ball that is then poked out of bounds. Right before, Taylor was probably going to poke it out of bounds himself. He got lucky there. And now Rayshon will be the trigger man for the inbound pass underneath of the Kahawk bucket. Nope, they're going to switch off. And Geladini will be the one. Laurent gives it to Taylor. Taylor in front of his own bench. Looks for some room in the paint, takes the shot off the glass, won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line for the first time tonight, will Rayshon Taylor. Rayshon came into this one with 674 points, and at the free throw line, 72.7% shooter. And he hits the first one. Rayshon had 706 points all of last year, So he's came into tonight 26 points away from that 700 mark. He'll get there again.
With a minimum of 3 games left.
Yep. 2 after this one, and he's already up to 14 here. And Collinsville extends their lead out to 8, their biggest lead of the night for the Kahawks. Top of the key, Lampley for 3, good. 39-34, 4.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here is Taylor, slowly across the timeline. Gives it up to Gelladini in front of the scorer's table. Gelladini takes it. One-hand pass over to Smith. Smith tries to get out of a little bit of a double team there as 2 players closed up on him. Now back to Smith and into KJ in the paint. He turns around, gives to Gelladini, and back outside we go. And now the ball knocked out of his hands by Tommy Williams, and Williams is going to double dribble.
Belleville West student section not very happy about it.
Oh, well, they don't have to be.
And
now a
warning?
I don't know what the whistle was for. Was it a warning?
Yeah,
I think it was to Schobert.
Schobert or one of the Belleville West assistants. I don't know what he said, but
probably wasn't good, man. Probably something we can't repeat. Here is Taylor. Rayshon bringing the ball up court under 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. 39-34, Collinsville with the 5-point lead. And a foul. No. Rayshon, what did he do? Bounce it over into the backcourt?
That's what the call was.
Wow. I didn't see that.
All right.
All right, so another turnover for Collinsville, and here comes Williams. Williams will spot up for 3, and he'll hit it. Better watch out now, kids.
Maroons aren't going to quit. Showed a lot of fight, you know, as we mentioned in the pregame show. Had their game on Tuesday against Belleville East go right down to the wire until eventually
a buzzer beater in overtime. Here is Taylor driving. Fingertip roll, no good, but he's going to go to the line for 2. No, they're going to call him on the charge.
Call the charge.
Man, oh man. Rayshon's been getting called with a lot of charges lately. And a few of them in that Edwardsville game. So a chance for Belleville West to tie it up or take the lead. Here comes Tommy Williams, kicks it up into the corner. 3-point shot on the way, that one misses, and the rebound knocked into the hands of Granger. Collinsville picks it up, brings it back up court. Kahawks up by 2. Would like to add on more right here. Here is Gelladini. Gelladini now over to Smith. Smith at the midcourt circle with 2:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Smith works his way over onto the left wing in front of his head coach Darren Lee. Now with the right-hand dribble, Smith works his way over to the right wing.
Rayshon got smacked in the face by Wallace off the ball, trying to work around.
Nobody saw it, right?
Well,
I mean, no one wearing black and white striped shirts.
Probably.
Here is Kawan Smith. He gets trapped.
And a foul.
And a foul coming up against Williams. That'll be his second. Team's third, so we're not anywhere close to anyone shooting free throws here yet. It'll be an inbound pass, and Coach Lee will bring Nate Hall back into the game and take the place of Granger.
He will be the one to trigger the inbound.
Near midcourt, far side sideline. Hall. Into the backcourt for Kawan Smith. Smith, a slow, leisurely dribble up across the timeline. 2:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Now Smith in the paint. Bounces the pass to KJ, but Kedrian wasn't ready for it.
That's pretty unfortunate mental error, to say the least.
All right, here's Williams at midcourt. Once again, Belleville West. A 2-pointer will tie it. A 3-pointer will give them back a lead. They're going to stand with it back at the midcourt stripe. I wouldn't be surprised if they waited for the last shot.
They may very well do that. Of course, not a good memory, but I remember a couple of years ago, and Mike Waller was still the coach of the Edwardsville Tigers. They held the ball for pretty much 6-7 minutes, pretty much the whole fourth quarter. and then hit an 8-foot jumper with like 3 seconds left to win the game.
Three-pointer top of the key, no good. And a foul coming up. And that's going to go against Kelly Price. It'll be his second. We're down to 1:27 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville will get the ball back, and maybe they can play for the last shot.
Well, you would think.
Collinsville just wants to score. They don't want to play for the last shot.
Wow.
You get a score right now, it's a two-possession game. So you would force Belleville West to have to not play that slow-paced game because they would have to score twice.
Indeed.
Here is Nate Hall underneath of the Maroons basket. Gets it in and knocked back out again.
Well, Collinsville will call timeout.
Kahawks will indeed call a timeout, and they have 3 timeouts left. Belleville West has 2 timeouts left, and we will take a break and come back in just a moment here on the Kahawks Sports Network. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. Back here at Belleville West High School, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman with you. It's another close one, and not another high-scoring affair either. This one right now under 40 for both.
Just 2.
Edwardsville and Collinsville both scored under 40 in the last game, but Collinsville lost on Tuesday.
Just 2 more combined points here tonight than there was in that game on Tuesday. I believe the final of that game was 38-36, now 39-37.
All right, Nate Hall set to inbound once again underneath the Maroons basket. Does so to Kedrian Jones. Gets it into Kawan Smith. Smith starts his way up court. Zigzags around a bunch of people and then is tugged on by Giovanni Wallace. And Wallace will pick up his first foul of this game. And now we're up to 5 each in the foul department.
Maroons do still have a foul to give.
And Nate Hall set to inbound and will do so to KJ once again. Jones will be fouled. Wow. Lampley picks up a quick foul. Team 6, though, 1 more foul, and we'll have some free throw shooters. Hall once again on the inbound pass.
KJ's right.
And gets it to Smith all alone off the glass. Good for 2.
And that.
How about that?
That will do a lot of good towards the Kahawks sealing this game away.
Well, because Belleville West can't be patient anymore, and plus, he makes this +1.
It's a 5-point game.
5-point game, and
two possessions.
2 possessions already was that, and Smith hits a big one there.
Oh, okay.
Kahawks up by 5. 1:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Top of the key is Williams. Williams picks up his dribble, gives the ball up now to Wells. Wells gets caught on the left wing, almost turns the ball over. Now he does.
And that might, with 60 seconds left and another turnover by the Maroons, might just about do it.
1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes into Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor deep into the backcourt. Not in any hurry, and falling down on the play was Williams. Now Taylor goes around him, and then Taylor gets fouled. Now eventually they were going to call it, right?
Yeah, the question is who's it on?
Yeah, 3 or 22. They're going to call it on Lampley. That'll be his 4th. Team 8th, so Rayshawn back up at the free throw line. Rayshawn has been there once tonight and hit both of his shots.
We'll see.
Granger ready to check back in for a little defense. Get some height and some long reach out there. Well, you're going to take the place of Nate Hall. You're just swapping height and reach for height and reach. Pretty much. Hall is 6'7". Granger is 6'6". They both have wingspans the size of a 747. There is Rayshawn making the first one. And it's a 6-point game. This one would make it a 3-possession contest with 50 seconds left. Good.
Gray with 16 now on the night. One of 3 Kahawks in double figures.
And a Tommy Williams three-pointer misses, but the rebound belongs to the Maroons, and a whistle on the play.
Skeet with the foul. That'll be his. Well, that's his first. So.
And it's only the team's 6th, so no shooting foul. One more, and then Maroons will go to the line. 41.2 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Tommy Williams inbounds and gets the ball into Wallace. And then Wallace gives it back to Williams. Now back into the corner for Wallace, and a three-point shot on the way from the wing, and that one's good for Greg Wells. That is, oh, I thought that was number 11 that shot that. No, okay. Price gets that one. I was going to say it was Wells' 4th three-pointer of the night, but that was number 10 and not number 11. We have 30.6 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. We'll keep it right here for this timeout on the floor. And I'm not even sure who called that timeout because they still have 3 for Collinsville and 2 for Belleville West up on the board.
Well, we'll just have to wait, put a little bit more.
There it goes. Belleville West called that timeout, so they have 1 left.
And they will, I think, run a little bit of time off. Actually, add a little bit. Go from 30.6 to 31.8. Not that 1.2 seconds makes all that much of a difference.
4-point game, so still a 2-possession contest. And this is our last game of the week, man. 5 games this week. Hockey on Monday, boys basketball on Tuesday, girls basketball on Wednesday, more hockey on Thursday, and then tonight's game. And now since the Lady Kahawks lost and their season comes to a close, I only have 1 game next week, and that's the Tuesday home game for your Kahawk boys basketball team, and it's senior night against Belleville East.
Recognize the 5 seniors and this phenomenal class of 2020 and the work that they've done. Finished 2nd in state as 8th graders, losing to DeCoin in the state championship game and looking to get 1 further here today.
Speaking of the Trailblazers, they finished in 3rd place yesterday in the state championship. Foul coming up against Greg Wells, and that was on Geladini, and that is the 7th foul, so Geladini will head to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
And as has been slowly going on, and you might see happen completely as Granger will stop places again. Looks like they're using David as more of a defensive specialist.
Geladini only has 1 point in this game. He had 2 free throw shots early in the first quarter and made 1 of them, and has not scored anything since, and this time he picks up that one. Geladini, by the way, a little bit earlier in the week, he made some personal marks of his own, now over 200 points and 200 rebounds in his Kahawk career.
See those numbers only increase.
Next shot, and Geladini hits both of them. That's the way to go there, Laurent. And 46-40. Here is Williams in front of the free throw line. Takes the shot. It falls a little short. Rebound goes into the corner. Rayshawn jumped up about 10 feet in the high and is trying to stop that three-point shot. There's another floater that won't go. And now Geladini pulls down the rebound for Collinsville, and Laurent will head back to the free throw line with 11.7 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. You make 1, it's a 3-possession game.
And you will see now the Belleville West student section begin to empty. Nobody in purple's going anywhere.
Yeah, you know, there's no school tomorrow. I don't know what they're in such a hurry to get out of here for.
Okay.
They don't have to go home and go to sleep. Not that they would anyway. Here's Geladini at the free throw line. Just hit 2 of 2 there a moment ago. And again, if he hits this first one, it turns into a 3-possession game, and he does. Geladini has found his mark from the free throw line here in the second half.
Coach Schobert still barking out instructions.
1 more coming up for Laurent, and a 7-point lead for Collinsville, and Laurent misses that one. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. They were the only ones on the line. And now Tommy Williams gives it up, top of the key. Lampley good for 2. And that's early what Belleville West needed, was a big 3-pointer there. But there's only 3.1 seconds left, and Belleville West will have to score twice.
Unless
there's no such thing as a 4-point shot, man.
Well, Unless Collinsville would commit a foul.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah.
They still got to score points, though, and that's still a point.
Yeah.
They have to score 4 of them in some way, shape, or form, either a 3-pointer and then 1 from the free throw line, or 2 back-to-back 2-pointers, but with 3.1 seconds left. Just not a lot of time to accomplish that feat.
Really, either one of them, and I wouldn't think Collinsville would want to foul. You know, you'll give them the shot. 3 seconds left. That should be just about it.
The band is jamming.
Yeah, got to give credit to the Belleville West Pep Band. They've been providing us with some pleasant musical entertainment all night long.
3.1 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Maroons basket, and it'll be triggered by Nate Hall. Hall gets it into Rayshawn Taylor, who is immediately fouled by Tommy Williams, who picks up his 4th, and Rayshawn will head to the free throw line with 1.8 seconds remaining. If you're going to foul somebody, that's not the guy to foul, but you know what? When you have 3.1 seconds left, you can't be too picky on who you foul.
No, not at all. And Ray, of course, a pretty reliable throw
He's
shooter.
4 for 4 tonight.
Make it
5 for 5.
And that makes it a 5-point game. And should eliminate any and all possibility of a Maroons victory.
Taylor, second shot. He hits all of them. And Belleville West will have enough time for 1 shot at the buzzer. And there it is. And it falls a little short. And Collinsville wins this one here tonight by a final score of 49-43. We welcome you in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist in Collinsville. A staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials or give them a call and ask what the weekly special is for this week. 344-0404 is the number, or check them out online at cullipjennings.com. Kahawks win this one tonight. And the loss Tuesday against Edwardsville is in the rearview mirror. Time to look ahead with 2 more games left before the season comes to a close and the postseason begins. And we're going to take a time out here, and we're going to tell you all about this game on the postgame show next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Don't forget about the Collinsville Junior Service Club's Trivia Night coming up Friday, March the 20th. Doors at 6, game time at 7. Table reservations can be had by calling 618-288-2886.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence, and equity in public education, and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshighbid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one here tonight by a final score of 49-43. And Collinsville picks up win number 26 on the year. They are now 8-2 in conference play. And guess what? The O'Fallon Panthers lost tonight, 67-45. So O'Fallon drops to 7-3 in conference play. So Collinsville regains sole possession of first place in the conference. And if they can win Tuesday at home on senior night against Belleville East and then win a week from tonight at East St. Louis, the Kahawks will be Southwestern Conference champions. Kahawks win this one tonight 49-43. It was close in the beginning and stayed that way all through. The Kahawks actually trailed by 2 points at the end of one quarter of play when Belleville West had a 14-12 lead. Collinsville then outscored the Maroons in that second quarter by a 16-11 mark, and it was 28-25 after one half of play. And then the scintillating third quarter got started, and a big one it was, a grand total of 11 points scored as the Maroons outscored Collinsville 6-5 in that third quarter. But then the fourth quarter got a little bit more excitement as the Kahawks outscored the Maroons 16-12 to post that 49-43 score. Leading scorer in this one was Rayshawn Taylor with 18, so he ends the night with 2,055 points. And that, of course, breaks the mark of 2,041 by Tom Parker, who did that between 1965 and 1968. So Rayshawn Taylor with 18. Keedreen Jones also in double digits with 12, as was Kawan Smith, who had 10. After that, Laurent Gelladini with 4, David Granger with 3, and Nate Hall with 2. On the other side of the ledger, Ty Lampley ended up with 14 points to lead the Maroons, and he was the only one that finished in double digits. Greg Wells had 9 points. Giovanni Wallace had 8 points. 7 points for Tommy Williams after he knocked down 21 against the Kahawks on the Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium floor last month. And then Khalil Price ended up with 6 points for Belleville West, and that rounds out their scoring. Rebound battle was actually won by the Maroons, a low rebounding game as well, 13-11. The Maroons out-rebounding your Collinsville Kahawks. The Maroons had 12 turnovers while Collinsville had 7. And from the lines, Collinsville hit 4 of 7 from beyond the three-point stripe, while the Maroons hit 11 of 23 from beyond that three-point stripe. And then the free throw line, a lot better there for Collinsville. 11 of 14 from the charity stripe, while Belleville West hit 3 of 5. JV lost tonight, won tonight, 44-30, and we know the girls lost in the regional championship game to Edwardsville by a score of 50-40. We're going to take one final time out here on the Kahok Sports Network. We've already asked Rayshawn to come up and talk to us, but he's being pulled in 15 different directions down there, getting autographs and taking pictures. So we'll try one more time to see if we can get his attention, and we'll come back and see if we can talk to the Collinsville Kahawk superstar in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville victorious here tonight, 49-43, and with 18 points tonight, number 13, Rayshawn Taylor, is joining us on the post-game program. Congratulations there, young man. You finally did it. Was that like the biggest relief in the world to get that off your shoulders and get it done?
Yeah, it was. All season I've been hearing about beating this record, and I was just happy to finally get over with. Now we could really focus on winning and getting deep in the playoffs like you want to.
I saw you when you hit that three-pointer. That's the one that broke the record. You looked up at somebody in the stands and pointed to him. Who were you looking at?
Nah, it wasn't nobody in particular. I just we got to bring the fun back to the game. These last couple of games we haven't been ourselves, so we wanted to get back to what we was doing. I felt like I had to take that upon myself.
Well, you did a good job of taking it upon yourself, and a nice job for your buddy there, Kawan Smith. Man, I hated to see that last game where he didn't score a point, but he really put a good game together tonight for you guys.
Oh, yeah, he locked in. After that bad game he had, he never experienced triangle and two. Getting face guard, he never really experienced that, so he just wanted to come out here and prove himself again,
KJ underneath, man, you guys are trying to feed it to him in the paint, man. That Edwardsville game, they blocked off that lane, man. There was hardly any room to move in there at all. What do you guys do when you get into a situation like that where you're forced to go outside?
We just played them, I guess, at the wrong time. We haven't been hitting shots, but we're going to get back to it. And they had a good game plan. But we'll be ready for it if we have to see them again.
Nice game against Belleville West here tonight. You got Belleville East at your place on Tuesday for senior night. How difficult is that going to be, man, to go through those senior night festivities and then have to go out there and play a game?
I don't know. I've never been a senior, but we're going to do what we have to do, be prepared, and come out and get a win for our last game on our home court.
Well, East St. Louis did you guys a favor tonight and beat O'Fallon, so now you guys are in the driver's seat once again for the Southwestern Conference title, and I know that's the first trophy on your mind from here on out, but not the last one.
Yeah, that's the first trophy that we want to get. Obviously, we didn't want to have to put it into Eastside hands to have to beat O'Fallon. We wanted to go win it ourselves, but sometimes stuff happens, so thanks to Eastside, but we gotta finish it out. Make sure we get the last two games, when it's the conference championship first.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that is Rayshawn Taylor of your Collinsville Kahawks. He had 18 points tonight and finishes the night with 2,055 points to break the mark held by Tom Parker from 65 to 68 with those 2,041 points. That's going to do it for us tonight. Our next game is the senior night game back on Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium's floor Tuesday night. A big thank you to Rayshawn for joining us on the post-game show, Coach Lee for the pregame show, and Zach Roseman over here for operating the camera and playing a little color commentary tonight. My name's Todd Duke, and until Tuesday night, everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.